has been a crazy day for y'all because you have new teachers here teaching you new things. And we are going to today, you're going to learn from me now. My name is Mrs. Gonzalez, and I went to Baylor University to be a teacher. Any of you heard of Baylor University? It's in Waco, Texas, of the Baylor Bears. I see some of you know about Baylor. Awesome. So, one of the things that I'm going to use today when I need your attention, because we have a lot of you in here, and sometimes it gets a little noisy when we have a lot of friends in here. So, if I need your attention, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach you a Baylor Bear chant. All right? So, when I say sick 'em, you're going to say what?
Bears.
You're going to say bears. Let's practice. Sick 'em.
Bears.
Sick 'em.
Bears.
All right, now we're going to add step 2 to that. Because we're not just chanting. When you do that, that means I need you to get quiet because I've got something important to say. So what Baylor Bears do when they say bears, they raise their bear paw. That means I'm ready to listen. Okay? They raise their bear paw. So, let's practice this. Sick 'em.
Bears.
Sick 'em.
Bears.
And where are your eyes? Your eyes will be on me. Because right now I am the speaker. There may be other times today where you will be the speaker. But right now I am the speaker, so your eyes are going to be on me. And what does this mean? Zero noise. Yes, ma'am, you were going to raise your hand? Don't make any noise. Zip those lips, right? That's what that means. Okay, so before we get ready to use this, we're going to practice it. What I want you to do is have some quiet conversation with the people sitting next to you. But I want you to tune your ears in, because when I say sick 'em, what are you going to do?
Bears.
And what are you going to do after you say bears?
Eyes on the speaker and zero noise.
You got it. Practice. Talk among yourself. Talk amongst yourself. Sick 'em.
Bears.
Yeah. Our bear paw goes up. Eyes on me. Attention to the speaker. Zero noise. All right. So that's going to be how I'm going to get your attention today when we need to all come back together. All right. We're going to... I'll throw it away for it, sweetie. We're going to start off with an activity. Everybody should have a piece of paper and a pencil at their tables. So I want you to draw a little chart like I have modeled up here in the front. So draw a line down the middle of your paper and a line across the top, and then write exactly what I have up at the top of your paper. So do this first. Let's prepare our paper. And then I'm going to tell you what we're going to do with it. So draw that line down the middle, a line across. You can write your names. Yes, you sure can. And I am so sorry that I do not know all of your names because I'm just here for 45 minutes today. But you are welcome to write your name on your paper. So everybody is making their chart like I have the example in the front. Looking good. And on your chart, you can write your name at the top, and on the chart, we're going to write give one, get one, just like it's modeled in the front. And on one side, after you've drawn your line, you're going to write me, because that's you.
Wait.
Or you could put your name.
We put me where?
Yeah, we.
No,
you
put
do.
your name.
Yes.
No, you don't.
So you could either write me, or you could write your name if you prefer. Either way, you can write the word me, or you could write your own name. It's however you would like to do it. And then 3 friends.
Wait, where do we write our friends?
You're not going to write any friends' names, because you're going to, in a minute, you're going to go find those friends. All right. So, looks like we're getting it. Our paper's ready to go. Everybody is almost there. I know some of you noticed, because it might be a little hard to see, some of you noticed I have 4 little dots on one side, and I have 3 little dots on the other side. Those represent the thoughts that we're going to put down on our paper. when we get ready to write. Okay, I'm seeing your papers are ready to go. Almost ready to go, Cameron, okay? If you need some help, maybe he can help you if you need some assistance, or you could look at the chart in the front. All right, so this is what I want you to give me some information about on your paper quietly. I want to know, what do you know about measurement? What do you know about measurement? Quietly on your paper, on your side, just on this side, you're going to jot down at least 4 things you know about measurement when you were in school this past year. What are 4 things you learned about measurement? 1, 2, 3, 4. On your paper. Please write them quietly on your paper. Yes, sir. Any kind of measurement is totally open. Because you're right, measurement is a big idea. It's a very big idea. So just write down any 4 things that you remember about measurement. So Cameron, you're going to write right here 4 things you know about measurement, and Bailey, you're going to do the same thing. Write 4 things you know about measurement. Anything you want to write about measurement. Good. Yes, that is good. Keep on going. And you know what? Don't really stress out about spelling. We're not doing spelling today, we're doing math.
Okay, good.
So don't stress about spelling. Just do your best in how you know how to spell those words, and it's okay. I'm not going to grade your paper. Right, 3 things, 4 things you might know about measurement. Things that you remember from school last year about measurement when your teacher taught you about measurement.
How do you spell measurement?
I've got measurement right up there on the poster for you, so you can use that as an example to help you spell measuring. Carrie, how you doing? Still thinking? Got some good ideas? Oh, you're on track. Anything else? Okay. Okay, Darius. Do you remember anything about measuring? When you measured in school, what do you measure with? Do you know what tool that you might measure with? If you want to measure how long my arm is, what might you use to measure my arm? David's got some good examples going, okay, and you've got a good one started.
You don't put food like
Trying to, we got summer brain going on, right? We got to remember, where is that measurement inside of our brain when we talk about measurement? There are lots of ways we measure. There are lots of different things we measure. Just trying to see what you might remember.
Yeah, maybe to measure a person.
Yes, you can, Bailey. Way to go.
How do you spell one more? How do you
Yes, you can. You can.
So you can tell me, but you know not.
Looking good, Emery.
I forgot.
All right, we're going to take 1 more minute to jot down as many as we can. If you've already are at 4, awesome. If you're not, you got 1 more minute to try to think of maybe 1 more thing. Think of 1 more thing. We might not yet have 4, that's okay. But if we can get 1 more thing on our paper in the next minute, 1, 2, 3, go. Here's our minute right now, our last thinking minute. Our last thinking minute.
Inches?
Good things in here. Using that in each of your answers too. Your teacher must have taught you that, right? I can tell. All right, sit them.
I want to do bears.
Let's try that again. Sit them.
Bears.
Eyes on me. Now, we're going to go on to the second part of this first activity. We haven't yet filled in this column that says 3 friends. So this is what we're going to do. You're going to work with the people that you're sitting by, and you're going to share answers. So we have these 2 fine gentlemen right here. They're going to share an answer with each other, and you are then going to write 1 answer over here that your friend is going to give you. Then you're going to turn around and talk to maybe the people behind you. You guys can all share together here at this table. And you're going to come up with at least, if we can come up with 3 things that our friends are going to share with us. If they already have what you wrote, you can share that if they don't have any other answers. Like if all of yours match exactly, you just write what they have. But if they have something new, sick 'em.
Bears.
Sick 'em.
Bears.
Eyes on me. As you're sharing, this is a good question that came from this group. As you're sharing, if you guys have the same answer, you want to try to write something different. So if your friends has something different than you have, that's the answer you're going to write. If they have the same thing, then you can just write the same thing. All right, so let's go. Let's try this out. Let's work first with the person we're sitting next to get an answer to share, and then you can work with the people behind you or in front of you to share. We're going to share what your friends have on their me side. So whatever you wrote up here, like maybe someone wrote ruler. Maybe someone wrote ruler, and you don't have ruler, so then you might write ruler here. Absolutely. Absolutely. That she shared that with you. That's a good one. You finding things to share with each other? Okay, so she's got some good things here. Ooh, she's got yard and inches. So you're taking those, giving those answers. You can put them over here. She's sharing those answers with you.
Did Brady come today? Right.
You guys can turn around and you can share with them too, so you can see what your friends know. All right, well, let me try to help out. You do some beautiful pictures here. I love the pictures that you models. All right. So, Savannah has some ideas here. And you have some ideas. So what you're going to do is she's going to share one of her ideas, and you're going to write it on your paper. Then you're going to share one of your ideas with her, and she's going to write it on her paper. And if it means that she's drawing a picture, she's drawing a picture.
You okay?
I just need that one. I haven't got rid of that.
Perfectly fine. Okay, so you share one thing and you share one thing.
Wait, let us know the three.
So you have there and you wrote yours. So that's something he's going to share with you. You're going to share with you. And he writes.
Yes. Volleyball.
It's called a ruler. Okay, come on over here. Let me help you. We're going to take one more minute to share our friends' ideas. Okay, so you guys got some good ideas and you have some good ideas. Tell him one of your ideas or share one of your ideas with Gary. And the rest of the group are listening to, okay? David's going to share an idea.
Bailey said I need
It was a ruler measure. So what you want to write with is a ruler measure with you. So you're going to write that answer with you. Ruler to measure. And then Gary is going to share an answer with you, and he's going to write an answer there. So you have to decide what sharing, you guys got it. On track, girls.
This is my water pack.
Oh, it's a water pack. Hello, it looks like it has a little blade on it.
I'm gonna roll up.
The work you guys are doing. You guys are doing some cool work right here. I am giving you guys a big old yes. You've got some good pictures you're sharing, right? Okay. All right, we are going to give 30 more seconds, and we're going to come back together in 30 seconds. I'll let you know when the timer finishes. What do you want?
I had F-E-L. Someone picked up the I.
Yes.
All right, sick 'em.
Bear.
Sick 'em.
Bear.
Eyes on the speaker. Zero noise. Right, we had an opportunity to share just a few things. Now what I want us to do, some of you came up with some tools that we use for measuring. I have someone over here who is drawing pictures to represent measurement. So many of you had different ways that you're kind of jogging that summer brain to help us figure out what is measurement. So now we're going to focus on something very, very specific about measurement. So I want us to look right here at this poster. I'm going to pull it off the wall. Because this is really what we're going to focus on today, and we're going to use some colored tiles. We're going to make some models. This is our learning goal for today, for our little mini lesson that we're doing. We're going to get very specific about measurement, and hopefully by the time we finish up today, we're going to be able to create. Oh, it's so fun creating because I've got some colored tiles over here and we're going to create some shapes. We will create a variety of rectangles. That's a very important word in measurement. With a specific perimeter. Oh, another very important word in measurement. And then we're going to compare the differences. So I've got some keywords up here in red. Rectangle and perimeter. So what I want us to do next is we're going to talk about those two words in particular. So I want to make sure we understand what it is we're going to do with our learning goal for today. So I have drawn some pictures of rectangle. Is there anyone that would love to share their understanding, first of all, about a rectangle? Yes, sir. What do you think a rectangle is?
I believe that a rectangle is a stretched the perimeter is more than one side of the other. So as you can see in the square, let's say that one side of the perimeter is 4 inches. Then the other 3 sides are going to be 4 inches. So 4 times 4 would equal 16. But let's say that you have a rectangle, it would be like, let's say you have 3 and 5. You have one side that is 5 inches and then another side that is 3 inches. So 3 times 2 equals 6. And so 5 times 2 equals 10. So 10 plus 6 would equal 16. So that's how I like to understand my rectangles.
Fantastic. You know what? I'm going to give you an OMG. How's that? That gee whiz, that was amazing. Is there someone that might be able to restate what he says? Is that making sense to some of you? Is it jogging some more memories of what a rectangle might be, what perimeter might be? Anyone want to add on to what he just said? That was amazing. Well, here is Mrs. Gonzalez's definition of a rectangle. All right? And you were right on track. You were. So a rectangle is a shape with 4 right angles. Now that's a little bit of measurement thrown in there that we're going to talk about. And 2 pairs of equal sides. So we're going to do some hand gestures to help us remember what a rectangle is. So when we're talking about a right angle, I made this little symbol in the corners. Is there someone that might be able to show me with their hands how we're going to make a right angle with our hands, with our arms? I think you got it. You want to stand up and show me? How might you make a right angle with your arms? Show me. That you got one straight up and one almost. You got it. So when we're making a right angle, does that kind of look like that corner of a rectangle or a square?
Yes.
Kind of.
Let me just go upside down.
You got it. So.
And here's the top.
Or we could go this way, right? Yes, sir.
Go this way. That a right angle is one horizontal and one vertical.
You got it. You're throwing in some more good math words. So you're gonna repeat after me. A rectangle is. A shape with 4 right angles.
A shape with 4
right angles. Try that again. A rectangle is. A shape with. Everybody do it with me. 4 right angles. 4 right angles. Now let's move on to the second part. And then it also has 2. We're going to do this. 2 equal sides. So these sides are equal. And these sides are equal. All right. Got it. With the fist, we can do with the fist. So let's run through that one more time. A rectangle is. A shape. Ready? With 4 right angles. We're making our right angles. 4 right angles. And 2 pairs of equal sides. I think we got it. Yes, sir.
Equal side, 2 pairs of equal sides. I cannot remember what it is, but I believe 2 pairs of parallel lines.
Yeah, oh boy, you have those math words. Parallel lines, you got it. So let's look at my little pictures here. I drew 2 different shapes here. Here's this one. Remember, they have to have 2 pairs of equal sides. So I have this side is 7 inches. This side is 7 inches, so they're equal. And then this side is 3 inches, and this side is 3 inches. So they're equal. So it has 2 pairs of equal sides. Now I'm going to throw a little trick at you.
Okay, right.
Okay, let's see where all our geniuses are. You ready?
Okay.
All right, I wrote something here. It says, a square is a rectangle.
But a rectangle is not a square.
A square is a rectangle. Oh my gosh, that makes us think.
It is.
Yeah, it is. I drew a picture.
It's like.
Does this rectangle have right angles, or does this square have right angles?
Yes.
Does it have two pairs of equal sides?
Yes.
Would you like to add on to that?
A square can be a rectangle, but a rectangle cannot be a square.
Perfect. A square can be a rectangle, but a rectangle cannot be a square. How about a oh yes?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I got mine.
So this is something that we're going to focus on today because you're going to build rectangles with your colored tiles. So we want to make sure we understand a rectangle. So now let's move on to perimeter, which is our other big word that we want to make sure we understand.
Miss Gonzalez?
Yes, sir.
If a square and a rectangle, if they both have two pairs of parallel lines, why can't they be considered parallelograms?
They can. And that is another measurement word. We're just not adding that in today. All right, so let's look at the word perimeter. We're back to our rectangles here because I drew a rectangle. Perimeter, and we're gonna act this one out too, is the distance around a shape. Everybody with me. Perimeter is the distance around a shape. Otra vez, one more time. Perimeter is the distance around the shape. Awesome. And I put a little clue in here. You know, my husband's a third grade teacher, and he told me he teaches this little clue to his third graders. He had me outline the word rim and perimeter because rim means the outside of the shape. So that'll be a little clue that helps us to remember that. So I drew some pictures here. I drew a rectangle, I drew a triangle. So if I'm going to find the perimeter of this rectangle, what does it look like I'm doing? If you look at my picture and my math that I did, what does it look like I'm doing there? I'm adding what?
The numbers on the shape of the square.
I'm adding up the numbers on the shape. What are we adding? The sides. So in this example, I have 8 plus 8 and 4 plus 4. Would you like to add on to that?
I'm saying you're measuring the perimeter's length.
I am measuring the perimeter's length. That's a good way to describe it. I saw another hand over here. Did you want to add on to that, man? Did you want to explain your thinking about that? Now, I also, even though we're not doing triangles today, I drew a triangle here because I want you to see that you can also figure out the perimeter of a triangle by adding up all of the sides. So remember, perimeter, ready, let's get our hands in motion. Perimeter is the, what is it?
Side. The distance around
The distance around the shape. There you go. It's the distance around the shape. Yes, sir.
When you do a perimeter, you can make any kind of shapes that aren't even made. You can like use.
You can. They can be all kind of different shapes. They don't have to be rectangles. They don't have to be triangles. That is true. All right. So let me now explain our activity that we're going to do. We are going to plan a party. Who doesn't like a party? We're going to plan a party. And we have a certain number of guests that are going to come to our party, and we have to decide what size table we need to have to make sure all the guests could be at the table. So I'm going to show you an example first before you guys are going to be given your tiles to create your own model. So this is my example. I'm going to have a party, and I want to invite 12 guests to my party. Okay?
It's not that much.
It's not that much. I'm doing a small party. You guys are going to do a bigger party. Because there's a lot of us in here. But I'm going to do a small party as an example. So we have 12 guests. And I have to make my tables rectangles. Okay, guys? The table has to be a rectangle. And my 12 is equal. This is my perimeter, because that is going to be my table. So if I'm inviting 12 guests, and we're going to equate that to math, what does that 12 equal with math terms? Everybody say that. Everybody, all together. What is my 12 equal to? Perimeter. And perimeter is the distance around the shape. So if this is my party table right here, my perimeter is the distance all the way around this table. And we're going to figure out how many guests are going to be able to sit at the table. So, if I have a rectangle, my perimeter is equal to a side, a side, a side, and a side. I'm going to add all those sides together. So, this is a little tricky. We have S plus S plus S plus, one more S? I have 4 S's, right? What's that going to equal? 12. So we have to figure out what are 4 numbers. Now these have to be the same. This number has to match, this number has to match, this number has to match, that number has to match.
Miss Gonzalez?
Yes.
Let's say that if you're just trying to plan a party and you have the same size, if you look at this, for people who are in like 3rd grade or 4th grade, heck, even 5th grade, 8 and 8. 8 times 8, 8 times 2 would equal 16. So 16, and then 4 times 2 would equal 8. So 16 plus 8 would equal, I think 24, I forgot.
So you're using multiplication and addition to help you figure that out, aren't you? Yes, you are. So, I want you to talk with your partner and see if you can talk about what could we make S equal to so that we can sit 12 people around our table.
We already know.
We want to sit, well, let's give everybody else a little bit of time to maybe think. Write down, draw me a picture of it. Draw me a picture of what you guys are going to look like. What do y'all think? Are you? Okay, so try this math. Try that math. We got 12 guests, and we're going to draw a rectangle. You can put it there, or you can put it on the back. Yeah, we're going to work together to see if you can tell me what are some examples of what those numbers could be. Sweetie, right here at your table first. Okay? Yes, sir. You can use the restroom. You need to have. All right. So, what are you thinking? Let's see if we can put together what our thinking. You've drawn a rectangle, and we have this side plus this side plus this side plus this side has to equal 12. It has to equal 12. These 2 sides have to be equal, and these 2 sides have to be equal. What if? Okay.
Oh my God, it has to be the same thing.
This side of 2. And this side of 2. What does that equal to? So if we subtract that from 12, what's left over? 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do some math if you need to. Okay, so we have 8 left over. So how are you going to figure that out for those 2 sides? Those 2 sides have to equal 8. That's number 2. What might you put there? The same number. What plus what equals 8? That's the same number. 2 plus 2 is 4. What plus what is 8?
Yeah, I got it. Not work with her.
This is a little above their heads. There we go. Okay, so he was working on an example here. So you've drawn a good example here. Okay. So we got to figure out how much the sides are going to be. We have an equal 12. Our magic number is 12. So you have to come up with what are 4 different numbers that equal 12. What's the numbers that equal 12? Try that one. See if that one works. All right, we're going to give it 1 more minute, and then we're going to see if anyone would like to share out some possible examples. We'll give everybody 1 more minute of thinking time. You got it? Right? You're on track. Let's remember the definition of rectangle. Remember, these have to be the same number, and these have to be the same number. Okay, so you're on track, but give that a try. You got it. Okay. And we are almost ready to share. Okay. Okay. So Darius, you told me that 6 plus 6 equals 12, right? That's what you told me. What can you do? Looking at how he did it, see if that's helpful to you. If that equals 12. Okay? Oops. Well, that's a washable Crayola marker. You guys are way more observant than I am. We'll get some water and wash it off. Yikes! Thank you. Thankfully, it's a Crayola washable marker, so we'll get that fixed. You are so smart. All right. We're going to all come back together. Sick 'em. Bear. Eyes on me. Zero noise. Now, I want to see if there are maybe 2 that would like to share. I'm seeing a hand here. I see a hand in the back. I see a hand here. I see 3 that would like to share. We'll let the girls go first. That's gentlemanly. Okay. Okay. All right, girls. Why don't you want to come up here and show your work? Come up here and show your work. We've got 12. Yes, we're using the right marker this time. There you go. Show our work. They're going to show us how we're going to fit 12 guests around a table. We're making a table arrangement for 12 guests at a party. All right, they're almost done. They're going to get ready to tell us their thinking. All right, girls, tell us about this table you're arranging for our party of 12 guests. Everybody, eyes up here, eyes on the speaker, and zero noise. Our girls are our speakers at the moment. Everybody take a look at their example. All right, you ready to share? How are we going to sit 12 guests at a table?
Well, there's 3 here and 3 here. And 3 here, 3 here, and 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 12.
3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 12. So we would have enough room for all 12 guests around their table. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I agree.
We agree with that? All right. Did anyone have a different way to group our table? Did you have a different way? Okay. Thank you, girls. Way to go. Let's erase this. And we're going to have you show us what is another way we can group our guests. Okay, you would like to share? Okay. All right. Let's see how the boys are going to make their table for our party. All right, the boys are putting their thinking up here. Let's see how they're doing. We got 12 guests total. Are you building chairs?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I thought so.
We have a key right here.
You have a key? Fantastic. So that little sign that looks like an upside down 4, that's actually a chair they're putting around the table. Ooh, they got some good thinking going on. I can tell they worked together on this.
Okay. So this is what we have so far. 3 times 3 times, no, 3, we got 4 sets of 3. So guys, this might be a little confusing to the ones who don't think very quick on your feet. Okay, so.
Are we got a teacher up there?
He's showing us some advanced thinking. He's adding in keys like on a map.
He's really smart.
He's preparing our brain, saying this might be a little confusing, so let's pay attention because it might be something you haven't done before. That's helping us connect with what he's trying to do.
I'm also going to do a little division.
He's just really, really smart.
He's going to do a little division to prove his work.
Christian Evers. Yeah, Christian Evers. It's over by Jordan. No.
You like home division? Yeah. I appreciate how all of you are giving zero noise as our teachers up here are getting their work ready for us to look at. You guys are doing awesome with that. Your eyes are up here on the speakers as they get prepared to speak to us. All right, you ready to share?
Yes.
All right, here we go. It's our party for 12
So this
guests.
is going to be a little confusing on this part. Okay, so these equal one chair. Okay, so 12 guests. 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so that's 12. 3, 3, 3, 3. And then that's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. Okay, so here's going to be a little advanced knowledge. 4 as in 4 sides, 3 as in 3 chairs per side equals 12 people in all. And then some division. 12 divided by 3 equals 4. And then just to reverse this, 3 times 4 equals 12. And then 12 divided by 4 equals 3. So either way you put it, it will be 3 people per chair.
You know you got the right answer. All right, what do we think of his thinking? Let's give him some snaps. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. 3 snaps. All right, guys. Fantastic. How about so cool? You are so cool. And you are so cool. All right, now, I know that there are other ways to create a table for 12 guests. What we've seen here, the 2 examples that we had each side had how many chairs on it? 3. Each side had 3. Now, there are other ways to do this. So, this is what we're going to do for our group activity with our tiles. You're going to build for me what would it look like to make a table for 12 guests. Now, if you didn't do 3 chairs on each side of the table, that's fine, because I have some other examples here that have like 2 chairs or 4 chairs. I have some other examples of tables with the chairs. So these tiles will represent your chairs. I want you to build what would that model look like. We'll have to get some more tiles out here. You're going to build me a model, and we're going to put that sticky goop away for the moment. You know what? These are very special tiles, and I don't want to get any pink on them. There's 12 tiles for you. There's 12 tiles for you. And we can work with our partner. Okay, there's 12 tiles. There's some for you. All right, build me the model. And I have some graph paper that you can lay the model on. We're going to put our model on some graph paper. That makes it easier to build. Build our model with our graph paper, okay? There's a piece of graph paper for you. Girls, there's some graph paper for you to build the model. And you had an excellent example. There's some graph paper. You can build that model together. Here's some graph paper. You can try out some different sizes. Here's some graph paper. Okay, use build it on the graph paper. Yes, sir. I am right there for you. Here's some graph paper. You need more tiles? Can you do it together? Let's do it together.
Come on, bro.
You're making a square. Show me your square. Remember, 12 yes. Only 12 tiles. Okay. I'm only 12 tiles. Here's 12 tiles. Let me get you a piece of paper.
That's so funny.
When you think you have your table built, raise your hand if you think you got your table built for 12. You got your table built for 12? Okay. Are you making it for 12? Almost done. What might be missing? So we've got.
You can't just be fired at school.
What do you think we might be needing to do? Make that a perfect rectangle. Almost have. Almost have. Yeah. Build is fantastic. Okay. Label the sides. Label the numbers on the side. You got it. Well, girls, how you doing? Woo-hoo. Now is that equal to 12? Is this 4 times? So if we want to say 4 right? How are you doing? You got it? Oh, you got it? So what do we have? Show me. What do we have?
What do we do? I'm just gonna. What are y'all doing?
We're going to take 1 more minute to build our rectangle. Let's build our table. 12.
Now wait until this day.
No, do your model. Draw, put that one on. Show me the one you told me, because that one was a good one.
What do we do?
Did y'all make your table?
Look, watch.
Oh, show it to me again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
There we go.
So those are your 12. Make your tape.
We're gonna have. No. We're gonna have.
Okay. Now label the sides. Put your numbers on the side. See what it equals. Okay. Mark that. Yeah, use your pencil and mark that.
Hey guys, if we borrow the
And that's what you had on paper. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yes. 12 yes. Consider that table. Got it. And yours too. We got 12 yeses, right? Perfect. All right. About 30 more seconds to finish up our thinking with our picture. How many is this side equal? How many is that side equal? How many are on each side? You got it built nicely. Now just label how much. I'm seeing almost all the eyes. I got some good looking eyes here on this side. Oh, I see your eyes behind those shades. I see them. Okay. So you had an opportunity to do a little practice today. We don't have enough time to plan the whole party, but at least we know if we've got 12 guests coming to a party, we are going to use the perimeter of a rectangle to help us create the right sized table for our party. And I was going around looking, and almost all of you are right on track. You have got it. You understand that perimeter is the distance around the shape. And you got it, because you're using your tiles to show me that. We're almost done. You know what? In about 1 more minute, we're almost done. Okay, emergency? Yes? Okay, you can go. You can go the rest. All right, so as we finish up today, we're going to clean up our supplies. I gave you, most of you, a baggie. Put all your color tiles back in the baggie for me. All the color tiles back in the baggie. That's okay. We're running out of time for today, okay? Let's put all of our color tiles back in the baggie. And I didn't give you guys a baggie, did I? So I will take the color tile from you. Put these green tiles back in this baggie. Thank you. Here's a baggie. All right, once we get our tiles in our baggie, we're going to seal the baggie, and we're going to leave them in the middle of the table. We're going to leave our tiles in the middle of the table. We have one more piece before we leave. Before you leave, you're going to each have to tell me one thing. Say them.